My name is Jack, and I'm the product lead here at Okta, responsible for our admin and end user experience. Welcome. I am joined today by my teammates Katie and Beth, and we are thrilled to be representing our stellar team of designers, engineers, product managers to share a vision for the future of Okta's admin and end user experiences. So we gather inspiration for that vision from you, our users, because you're everyday superheroes, like our users Teach for America, who continue to expand opportunities for students to receive an excellent and equitable education regardless of where they live. They're fostering a deep sense of empowerment in our nation's best and brightest, and that is truly inspiring. Or our users at FedEx, who have had the vision to build in resiliency into their operations. And that vision allowed them to continue connecting people with possibility globally as the world was forced to go remote in an instant. Or the people behind Major League Baseball, who responded with such speed that they continued to provide an entire ecosystem around both their players and fans to show up uh, as they can every day, every game with all their heart, even if that meant showing up as a cardboard cutout. These organizations and yours are powered by people. And what gets us excited every morning in admin and end user experience land is boosting the superpowers of the people behind great organizations like yours. And after speaking to many of our customers, we've learned the three powers that are most important to you and that Okta can help with. The first is super speed to help you move fast, respond to challenges instantly, and keep your organization running smoothly without skipping a beat, just like MLB. Next, empowerment. Like Teach for America levels up their students, the ability to level up your team, empower them, and enable others to perform extraordinary feats. And lastly, superhuman visibility. And that gives you deep insight into the state of your organization so you can catch problems proactively before they impact your operations. And most importantly, all of this in an elegant and configurable package so that you can all be the most productive versions of yourselves. Now, I'll hand it off to Katie to share how Okta gives our users super speed.
Thanks, Jack. As we all saw in 2020, change is constant and we all must quickly adapt to grow. So, in this section, we're going to talk about the superpower of speed and how Okta enables you to do your best work quickly. First, I'm going to talk about how we can make your end users hyper efficient. After that, we'll walk through how we can help you respond to changes instantly. And to close out the section, we'll talk about all of the new things that we're adding so that you can customize at lightning speed. So let's jump into our first topic on hyperefficiency. Last year, we launched a new Okta end user dashboard and plugin. We've heard from many of you that you wanted to see even more features on this new version. This is why we launched our preferences panel, which lets users switch between a list view and a grid view and display a recently used app section at the top of their dashboards. Later in the second half of this year, we plan to add alphabetical sorting for apps, as you can see in the top right corner of this slide. And we know that users don't always know what each app is used for, so we're going to add admin app notes on hover so that users can get a quick description from anywhere. The goal of these features that I just talked about is to help your end users be more efficient when using the new dashboard, and we hope that it motivates you to try it out. We just added the ability to roll out the new dashboard by groups, and you can find this by going to Applications in the Admin Console and searching for the Okta Dashboard app, which is the first app that you can see in this photo here. This is already live in preview, and we're targeting mid-April for production. So I just mentioned several smaller features, and this next one is a bigger initiative that we've been working on called Okta Workspaces. With the Okta dashboard today, we make it really easy to find applications like Google Drive or Jira in one place. But we actually found that users work on multiple documents and on pages inside of these applications, and that these pages are actually spread across their browser and across many devices. This can be chaotic for end users and makes it really slow to find things. We think there's a better way to work, and this is why we're creating Okta Workspaces, so users can organize and find work items at superhuman speed. Here are some features that are coming with Okta Workspaces that will improve the productivity of your users. First, Users can launch a collection of pages in just one click before their next meeting or even a weekly reporting task. Users can add a page to an Okta workspace from anywhere using our browser plugin. They can share pages in a workspace with a new coworker who's onboarding. And of course, users get these huge productivity benefits while staying secure with Okta. SSO will work for a page exactly as it would for an app, and Okta will only ever store the link and not the contents of the documents that users add to Okta. So let's check out what this experience would really look like for users with a demo of Okta Workspaces.
Hi, I'm Erica, a product design manager here at Okta, and today I'm going to do a quick demo on the new End User Workspaces feature. So let's get started. Once this feature has been enabled, end users are going to see a new section in their left-hand navigation. In Workspaces, end users can save useful pages or resources and organize these by workspaces for quick access in the future. Let's pretend I work in sales at Okta, and I'm constantly meeting with one of my customers, Acme. I can save my open tabs related to Acme to one single workspace and rename accordingly. I can also customize, share, and remove any links to keep my workspace organized. And when I meet with Acme again in the future, I can launch all these pages with one single click of the Launch All button. Since I'm already authenticated to Okta, everything will open in the background smoothly. During a meeting with Acme, I create a new document and start typing my meeting notes. I can then save this to my workspace by right-clicking in that document or any page and selecting the Add Page to Okta link. I can also save it to my workspace by opening the Okta browser plugin, clicking Add Page, and selecting the workspace. And even better in the future, I can use a quick shortcut to do this smoothly. If I want to launch a page again or find the workspace, I can do that from the browser plugin. Or I can do that from my dashboard, where everything is organized in the workspace I created. Fast forward a little bit, and you can see that I've created all the workspaces I need. I can also see all of my pages in a single view. And I can easily find what I'm looking for using Sort or Filter. And that's Okta Workspaces. Thank you.
Thanks for that demo, Erica. Okta Workspaces will be available in early access in October. Now moving on, another large feature I wanted to talk about today is notification for end users. We've heard that because most of your users are already using Okta, you'd like to send company-wide messages to your users within Okta, whether it's about app downtime or announcing a work-from-home toolkit. Later this year, we're going to revamp our existing feature so that admins can send messages to users using a rich text editor, as you can see highlighted here with things like hyperlink support and formatting. And you can even select which channels, like the Okta dashboard or Okta Verify, where users will receive these messages. So what will this look like for end users? Depending on the channel, users will see messages either broadcasted on their Okta dashboard, through Okta Verify push, or even in another app like Slack, if you want to use our notifications API. We plan to have a beta for end user notifications later this year. Now that we've walked through how you can make your end users hyper efficient, we'll show you 3 new features that we're adding to help you respond instantly. In the last few slides, I mentioned that we're going to improve our notifications for end users. We want to do the same for admins with admin notifications. We know that diagnosing problems before your end users notice is super important. This is why we want to give you a notifications feed, as you can see under settings here, where you can subscribe to different Okta events, like security and user lockouts, for example. You also have the flexibility to get notifications on your mobile device. We'd like to deliver this in the future, aiming for sometime next year. This next improvement to enhance admin console search is one that you've been asking for a long time. Today, our search bar is optimized for browsing, and you can only search for basic things like users and apps using the existing Spotlight search. In Q3, we plan to add an enhanced search in early access, which lets you view your search history in a recently viewed search box. Looking more closely, you can see we've added in the second row a way to navigate to pages from the search bar itself. You can even do advanced searches like group roles in the third row to find all engineers in San Francisco, for example. We want you to spend less time searching and more time responding to your employees and customers. And for all new admins to Okta, we've heard that you're not always sure where to start when you onboard. In Q4, we're adding a new admin onboarding experience that shows you getting started tasks and links to useful documentation, like how to bring users into Okta and how to connect apps so that you can get up and running more quickly. The last topic on speed today is around customization. This year, we released a brand new admin dashboard with widgets showing you information like recent activity on your org changes widget and security features that you should turn on in our security monitoring widget. This new dashboard is also responsive to smaller screens, which lays the groundwork for a better mobile experience for the rest of the admin console in the future. As a part of the new dashboard, we also launched a new aggregated agents page so that you can keep an eye on the connection status of all agents in one place. But we think this is just the beginning for where we want to go with the admin dashboard. Later this year, we're going to add a widget library where you can find widgets on monitoring, analytics, and even feature recommendations. The dashboard will also be customizable, so you can add, remove, and rearrange widgets to personalize the experience and pick and choose what matters to you. We also know how important it is for you to bring your brand to Okta's products. To do that today, you have to write a lot of code. We plan to release a new feature called Theme Builder in early access later this year. With Theme Builder, you'll be able to bring your own logo and brand colors, and we'll do the rest for you by applying that same theme to the login experience, emails, error pages, and the Okta dashboard. I'll end this section with a vision of ours, which we formed by listening to your feedback about wanting a more customizable dashboard. Our goal is to make the dashboard just as customizable as our sign-in widget, so you can customize onboarding, layout, card sizes, and footer links. This is something we hope to do next year. This wraps up all of the features that we're building to give you superhuman speed, such as Okta Workspaces, Theme Builder, end user and admin notifications, and advanced admin search. I wanted to remind you all that our team's available to answer any questions about these features in the chat if you have any. Now I'll hand this off to Beth to chat about the next superpower of empowerment.
Thanks, Katie. Now let's see how Okta gives you the superpower to empower others in your organization. First, I'll share some exciting news on custom admin roles, followed by an update on our progress towards seamless management of multiple orgs. Custom admin roles is a new feature that helps you empower your admins and is something I'm very excited to share with you today. We're launching custom admin roles to address your more complex delegated administration needs. With custom admin roles, you can rest assured that you can safely empower admins in your org by granting them fine-grained permissions. Custom admin roles enables you to secure your org further by taking a least privileged, granular permission approach when granting admin roles. We'll also be providing auditing tools to track changes to admins and their permissions, which will allow you to protect your company even further. Today, there are 9 out-of-the-box admin roles to meet various admin use cases, such as group and read-only admin. However, for many of you, these groupings of permissions don't align with how your company defines responsibilities for admins. Because of this, you may be over-privileging admins by assigning roles that grant more permissions than an admin should have. Or you're addressing this by granting admins a lower privileged role, which means they come to you, the super admin, to assist with activities they should be able to do but don't have permissions to. With custom admin roles, you'll be able to pick the permissions that are essential for an admin to do their job. So you can create and assign a custom admin role that is just the right fit for your company's needs. Now Erica is going to walk us through another demo where you'll see custom admin roles in action.
Hi, it's Erica again, and now I'd like to show you custom admin roles. Here, I'm logged in as a help desk admin, assigned the existing help desk admin role, and I can take actions on users, such as resetting users' passwords. However, I'm unable to edit a user's profile attributes, which is a task my company would like me to take on. Let's address this with the new Custom Admin Role functionality. Switching to a Super Admin view, I have the new Administrators page where I can create and manage custom admin roles. I'm going to create a custom role for Edit User Profile permission only. Now let's assign this role to the existing Help Desk admin. By assigning both this new custom role in addition to the standard role already assigned, the Help Desk admin will get the permissions from each of these roles. Let's take a look at these changes in action from the Help Desk admin's point of view. Back here on the Help Desk admin's view, I'm now able to edit the user profile, which I couldn't do previously. And I still have all the Help Desk admin permissions, like resetting the user's password. And that's custom admin roles.
I'm so excited to share that we recently kicked off our early adopter program for custom admin roles with a dozen customers to get their feedback on this feature. And it will be made available as an early access self-service feature in a few short months. Our journey to provide fine-grained access control doesn't stop there. Currently, all admins with access to system log are able to view every event in the log. In the future, we'll be taking the next step to secure these event logs by adding permission checks event by event. This means that users will be able to see a scoped down set of logs based on their role. Take our custom admin role from earlier as an example. A user with these permissions should see a limited set of data when viewing a user's syslog events. This feature will ensure admins can only see the events that match their role's permissions. There are also times you will want to further restrict an admin's access beyond the role definitions. You may need to give certain admins access while on a specific network only, or enable admins to administer all users except a sensitive group. To meet these additional needs, we are introducing conditions, which will enable you to further restrict when an admin has access and what they have access to. Many of you use multiple Okta products, like the more than 500 of you that also use our Workflows product. With our initial launch of custom admin roles, you can further delegate user lifecycle management tasks by giving admins permission to run specific workflows from external help desk systems. Here you see an example of a design director that is prompted with a message in Slack when a member of her team is added. By approving the request, she will trigger a provisioning workflow that gives the user access to all the applications and resources he needs. Beyond connecting your Okta products through custom admin roles, we're also improving how you manage multiple orgs. Many of you need to manage more than a single org, whether it's for testing out features, enabling partners, working with other businesses, or managing your customer identities. And you may accomplish these use cases in a variety of ways. It could be with multiple production orgs, or a preview and production org. And some of you have spoke orgs that provision users to a central hub. As you're managing all these orgs, one pain point is keeping them in sync. And Okta is investing in our public APIs to ensure you can programmatically configure an org end-to-end using just our APIs. And we recently introduced new APIs to help with this vision. You can now leverage 19 new public APIs for org configuration. In addition to primary org settings, you can also manage admin and end user notifications and further secure your org with new network zone IP blocklist and threat insight APIs. These APIs will be integrated with Okta's Terraform provider and will have SDKs available within the coming months, giving you the tools you need to automate and efficiently run your complex multi-org deployments. For further information on our developer tools, including Terraform, check out the new developer experience at Okta session with Bharat Bhatt, Jeff Taylor, and Albert Chen. The most common implementation for B2B identity and access management is hub and spoke. Today, we leverage the org-to-org connector app to provision and authenticate spoke users to applications in a central hub org. However, configuring and managing this integration has to be done from each org's admin console. This can now be automated with new public APIs to streamline onboarding additional users for your apps. With these APIs, you're able to configure your hub and spoke user federation quickly and programmatically. We'll continue to build out this feature with additional APIs, such as push group configuration and user management with self-service password reset. Just like the org configuration APIs, these will also be integrated with Terraform. Still, visibility across all these orgs is decentralized today. If you're troubleshooting app access for a user, you need to know exactly which org they are in to do so. Going forward, we want to empower you to more efficiently manage your Okta environment from a single management view. And for this, we'll introduce a layer above the org that provides visibility, search, reporting, and controls for you to efficiently manage multiple Okta orgs. We're working on a lot to help you empower your admins, from custom admin roles to APIs for managing and configuring multiple orgs programmatically, with a long-term vision to centralize identity management for all your users. I'm available in the chat if you have questions on any of these features. And now I'll turn it back over to Jack to share how we're giving you the last, but certainly not least, superpower of vision.
Thank you, Beth. So the next power that Okta gives you is super sight, the ability to maintain constant awareness of what's happening in and around your organization, and even see into the future with proactive insights. And that starts on a solid foundation of data that is clean, thoughtfully designed, and easily accessible. This year, we are full steam ahead on a brand new foundational reporting platform to supercharge your visibility. We're combining powerful new backend capabilities with a new UI that will let you quickly see the most important metrics for your organization, help you drill into data with interactive visualizations, and configure those metrics with custom groupings, aggregations, and column views so Okta's data can work for your organization no matter its shape. We're proving out this foundation this year, starting with 3 new reports. These 3 new reports are coming in Q4 of this year. And first, the MFA enrollment report will help you understand how effectively your organization has deployed various authenticator methods, where you'll quickly be able to assess your current security posture. Now, don't squint too hard here. We'll do a deeper dive on this one. Next, we'll also be launching an MFA activity report to help you understand the factors that are actually being used. You'll be able to spot usage trends and see per authenticator stats to continuously assess your security posture as it evolves. And last, for this year, the Threat Insight Report. This report will give you greater visibility into large-scale credential attacks that threaten your organization via auth or recovery flows. So now let's deep dive into one of these reports, the MFA Enrollment Report. So let's just orient ourselves for a bit. You can see that this report gives admin insight into the current state of MFA enrollment across their organization. Helpful stats are shown top center so you can get answers to your most burning questions right away, like how many users already have MFA. Below that are some visualizations where you can see a histogram of users by the number of users enrolled in authenticators. So most of our users have some form of MFA here. Then on the right, you see number of users enrolled by each authenticator method. Below that visualization, there's a new raw data table that addresses the most important questions our admins have about users' enrollments. And so right away, I can tell that overall, we're doing pretty well at adopting MFA. So over 80% of our users have at least 2 authenticators, and very few users are just using passwords to log in. Not bad. So on the right, I can see enrollment by MFA Authenticator where Okta Verify adoption is also going strong. And so let's pretend I'm an admin who wants to get our new employees to adopt some form of MFA. Let's say I want to investigate how the most recent crop of new hires is doing. To see this, I can add a filter near the top of the screen. And now I can filter by users' created dates. And I can choose, let's say, the last 120 days and see employees hired in the last 4 months. After I apply the filter, the report updates to show me only our recent hires. It looks like a decent amount of them have not yet set up MFA. If I want, I can also add a filter by interacting with the visualizations themselves. For example, I can select the first bar in the histogram to show me only the users who have one authenticator. And now I can see that there are 68 users near the top of the page, and these are the users who only have passwords. Now, if I scroll down, I can check the data table, so I can see the detailed list of users who I want to reach out to help me get set up with MFA. Or so I can help them get set up with MFA. I'm an admin, I've already got it set up. So I can also make changes to the table, like adding and removing columns. It'd be interesting to see which departments these users are in. So I can just add the column here, and it'll include those users' departments in the reports. And as I select it, the report will update instantly. So after the column gets added and I have the data I need, now what do I do with it? Well, first, I want to take the data and I want to export it as CSV. Luckily, there's an easy export button at the top of the report to do this. And if I wanted to stay on top of this data and see it regularly, I could subscribe to receive the report with these exact configurations automatically. By hitting the subscribe to the report, I'll get presented with some delivery options. And now I'll be able to choose that I'd like to receive the report, like every day at midnight, and save that subscription. All right, so now I have this customized report delivered right to my inbox every morning, so I can start every day figuring out which of our new users I need to advance along their MFA journey. And that was just a quick walkthrough of one of the 3 new reports we'll be delivering this year. Again, the new reports coming this year are the MFA enrollment report, like we just walked through, the MFA activity report that'll show you activity trends over time, and the Threat Insight report that will give you greater visibility into how Threat Insight is protecting your org against credential attacks. So let's take a look at another way to make these new reports more actionable. Earlier, Katie showed you that in the future, how you'll be able to personalize your admin dashboard by adding, removing, and rearranging widgets to make more informed decisions. We plan to let you save the visualizations from these new reports to the admin dashboard directly, so you can gather the context you need immediately when signing into the admin dashboard. And that way you have the most important information relevant to your organization right when you sign into the admin console. Okay, let's switch gears and talk a little bit about Okta data outside of Okta. Now, of course, the data in Okta, the data that you have in Okta is critical, but that data gains even more value as you combine it with other mission critical service data, giving you unparalleled visibility into your organization. So currently, the primary ways customers can extract their data from Okta are through a polling API and webhooks. Both very functional for their own class of use case, but polling can hit rate limits, especially for larger organizations, and webhooks are very, very focused and can get pretty chatty. So this year, we're planning on unlocking our data streams to push directly at high throughput into the event buses and data handlers our customers use most frequently. This will effectively push data out of Okta and into these tools, reducing error rates, increasing throughput, and unlocking a host of new analysis, SIEM, and back office integration capabilities. So for example, later this year, you'll be able to stream Okta system log events straight onto your AWS Event Bridge bus and route to other targets like Lambda functions and integrate with application monitoring, provide customer data updates, and more. So with a new interactive reporting platform, 3 actionable reports, and log streaming integrations, 2021 is going to be a huge year for expanding your powers of visibility in Okta. Now let's take a look at the highlight reel for the roadmap across all 3 of these superpowers. As you can see, 2021 is going to be a pretty amazing year, especially if you're an Okta customer looking to level up your superpowers. In Q2, you'll be able to empower others with custom admin roles and all the flexibility it offers. In Q3, we'll level up your organization's speed by making your end users the most productive versions of themselves using Okta workspaces. And then in Q4, well, we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming in Q4, including that all new reporting platform that'll give you greater visibility than ever into the state of your organization. Lastly, and most importantly, we want to hear your feedback. Okta Ideas is where you can give feedback directly to the product team and help influence our roadmap by submitting your own feature requests, voting on the features or initiatives you'd like us to prioritize, and get updates as new features move through the development process. Again, we'd love to hear from you, so please visit, submit your ideas, and vote. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you're excited about your new superpowers, and we're really looking forward to answering your questions live in the chat box right now.